Good evening, students. Welcome back to our BSc second year electromagnetic theory class. In last lecture, we are solving the electromagnetic wave equation in a free space, and we are matching that equation with a ordinary one-dimensional equation by using a Maxwell's equations. For deriving wave equation for electric field, we are taking the curl of a equation, Maxwell's third equation. When we are deriving the wave equation for magnetic field, we are taking the curl of a fourth Maxwell's equation. If we take the curl, then our equation turn into dou square E is equal to 1 by c square dou square E by dou t square. Okay. Similarly, for magnetic field, our equation becomes dou square H is equal to 1 by c square dou square H by dou t square, dou square H by dou t square. Now, this is a del square E and del square H. We know del square is nothing but a Laplacian operator, which is equal to dou square by dou x square plus dou square y by dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square. Now we have to find out its general solution for electromagnetic wave equation for electric field as well as magnetic field. For that, assume only x component of the electric field, E is equal to x kappa Ex, or as we know, we are talking about the free space. It means what? There is no charge. If there is no charge means what? Charge density and current is equal to 0. Therefore, del dot E also equal to 0, or dou Ex by dou x is equal to 0, because the x component cannot have x dependency. So assume E is equal to x kappa Ex z of t. Now we know the wave equation for electric field, del square is equal to 1 by c square dou square E by dou t square. If we substitute the value of E, and we are talking about only one directional, it moves along x direction, that's why dou square Ex z of t by dou z square is equal to 1 by c square dou square Ex z of t by dou t square. And the solution of this kind of equation, Ex z of t is equal to g into z plus or minus ct, z plus or minus ct. Okay, any function g whose dependence on coordinate z and time t is in the form of z plus or minus ct will satisfy the above equation. For example, if we consider Ex z of t is equal to E naught exponential minus e to the power minus alpha z minus ct. It is exponential decay of the electric field component. It means it is a sinusoidal solution of electromagnetic wave equation. That's why our dou square Ex z of t by dou z square is equal to 1 by c square dou square Ex by dou t square z of t, which is equal to E vector E is equal to x kappa Ex z minus ct, z minus ct. Okay, the most commonly used solutions are sinusoidal. For example, vector E is equal to x kappa Ex z minus ct, which is equal to x kappa E naught cos 2 pi by lambda in bracket 2 pi by lambda into z minus ct bracket close. This solution represents a wave that has electric field pointing along in z direction, having wavelength lambda with a frequency is equal to c by lambda, and that wave is moving in a z direction. It lies along x direction, but it moves along z direction because it is electromagnetic wave in which vibration is perpendicular to the direction of propagation with a velocity equal to velocity of light. In space, the electric field looks as shown here. Remember that the density of the field lines corresponding to the strength of the electric field. If density is more, then more strength of an electric field. Okay. Now, sinusoidal solution for electromagnetic wave equation can be written as vector E is equal to x kappa Ex z minus Ct is equal to x. Ex is nothing but E0 cos in bracket 2 pi by lambda into z minus Ct bracket close. This can be written as E kappa E vector E is equal to x kappa E naught cos 2 pi c by lambda. If we take this c common, then t minus z by c. This is also can be written in terms of x kappa E naught cos. If we multiply 2 pi c by lambda inside the bracket, it become a 2 pi c by lambda into t minus 2 pi by lambda into z, where 2 pi c by lambda is nothing but the omega, or which is equal to angular frequency, because c by lambda is nothing but frequency. Omega is equal to 2 pi f, and k is equal to 2 pi by lambda. K is equal to 2 pi by lambda. Then we get vector E is equal to x kappa E naught cos omega t minus kz. Omega is nothing but angular frequency having unit radian per second, and k is nothing but the wave vector, which is equal to having unit 1 by meter. Now note that the product of frequency into wavelength is equal to the velocity of that wave v, and that can be used by using a dispersion relation omega is equal to kc. Omega is equal to kc. Now, the sinusoidal solution for magnetic field, recall the same as E and H field are coupled, because if we take the curl of an electric field, which is equal to the magnetic field, if we take the curl of a magnetic field, it gives a electric field, varying electric field. Therefore, so an electric field must be accompanied by the H field. Therefore, del cross H is equal to minus mu naught dou H by dou T, or even from del cross H is equal to epsilon naught dou E by dou T. Now plug in the following solutions for electric field E is equal to x E naught cos into omega t minus kz. If we differentiate that h dou H by dou T is equal to minus 1 by epsilon naught del cross E, or minus y k by mu naught epsilon naught sin omega t minus kz. Then h is equal to, if we take the integration on both sides, then h is equal to y k by mu naught omega E naught cos omega t minus kz, naught omega by k, mu naught omega by k is equal to mu naught c, or which is equal to mu naught by epsilon naught is equal to mu naught by epsilon naught. Therefore, h is equal to y E naught by eta naught, where eta naught is nothing but square root of mu naught by epsilon naught. Just we are simplifying that equation for electric field as well as magnetic field. That's it. There is no very lengthy process to simplify. All these equations are for your understanding. You can write the solution, final equation, solution of electric field equation, and solution for magnetic field equation. That's it. There is no need to write all these equations. Okay. Means finally we are getting the electric field is equal to x E naught cos omega t minus kz, and h is equal to y E naught by eta naught cos omega t minus kz. These are the final equations, sinusoidal solution for electromagnetic wave equation. You can write this E equation is the solution of wave equation for electric field, and H is the solution for or wave equation for magnetic field. From this we can say that both electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other, as well as they are perpendicular to the direction of propagation also. This solution of wave equation are called as uniform plane waves. The electric field and the magnetic field as well is constant over any infinite plane that is parallel to the xy plane. Is more technical term, the surface of constant phase are infinite planes. The pattern shows above mu with a velocity is equal to omega by k, or c is nothing but it is the ratio of omega by k. Means these are the sinusoidal solution for electromagnetic wave, for electric field as well as magnetic field. If you have any doubt in this, you can ask me. The most important part of this derivation is to derive del square E is equal to 1 by c square dou square E by dou t square, and del square h is equal to 1 by c square dou square h by dou t square. That part is most important. We have to derive that by using a Maxwell's third equation and fourth equation. After that, the solution for electric field wave equation is, and solution for magnetic field wave equation is given by dash dash. That we have to write, and that's the end of this the electromagnetic wave equation in free space. If you have any doubt in this, you can ask me anytime. From tomorrow onwards, we can start with statistics. Thank you.